Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Today I am repotting, actually not, repotting, but I'm putting two Hoya Crimson Princesses together. They originally were together when I got them 2 years ago. Then one part had an issue and then they got divided. So now I'm just putting them back together. They're both super healthy, happy, separate plants that will now be joined as one. So the soil mix that I like to use, which you just saw, is the Miracle-Gro cactus mix, like cactus succulent mix. And then I also buy the Miracle-Gro orchid bark. I mix those two together and they seem to provide the perfect balance of moisture and drainage for my Hoyas. I plant all of my Hoyas in this mixture. It's just what has worked for me and has worked for my Hoyas. So this little bucket, I got that from the Dollar Tree. It is so cute. I got a white one earlier this year in spring, and I use that actually outside when I'm pruning things in the garden. I'll go ahead and like stick them and use them in that bucket. So that white bucket is super nasty because it stays outside. It's been outside this whole season. Yeah. So here's my pot. I actually, before I started filming this, I dumped another plant that I wasn't really happy with. Dumped it in the compost. Sprayed this pot out with water. The plant had no issues or anything like that. I just was not happy with it. It was actually a combination of several different plants, and they just didn't spark joy. So I also use at the bottom of my pots a coffee filter that helps to keep the soil in as I'm potting my plants, and it doesn't keep in water. I guess I should say that. So water will flow through the hole. It's just mainly just to help keep the soil in at planting. It does degrade, so yeah. And I absolutely love that glove that I'm wearing. It's a pair. Got them from Lowe's when Lowe's was having those like free gardening kits earlier this year. One kit came with those gloves, and they are literally the best gloves. Like if I can find more at Lowe's, I'm gonna do that because they're amazing. They fit so snugly, and I have like smaller hands, so usually like the tips of the gloves there's like nothing in them because my fingers are so short. So these gloves, they feel more snug on my hands than some of the other kinds that I have. Look how gorgeous these two plants are. Like they are so healthy, so happy. You can see part of it has reverted back to like the original green, which I don't mind. I don't feel the need to prune off the green. You can prune off the green to potentially get more variegated foliage, but this is my second like Crimson Princess, so I have another one that is pretty much all variegated. It doesn't bother me to have the green. I actually just want them to be healthy and happy and just like get super huge. So Hoyas can be kind of tricky. I find that the Crimson Queen, or what is this, Princess? I keep mixing them up. The Queen is slightly different than the Princess. Anyway, I find that as far as lighting, they like bright light. So if you can get them to as close as like direct sun as possible, they really like that. I wouldn't put them into direct sun, which is direct sun is actual like sun hitting the foliage. I wouldn't put them in that type of lighting unless you gradually like work them up to that. So maybe like an hour the first day, 2 hours the second day, that type of thing. Or if you have like an area in your home where like, you know, a east facing window where it's nice and bright in the morning, not harsh, and then, you know, in the afternoon to evening it's, you know, just that, you know, bright light, that will be fine. Like they're happy in that type of situation. Or if you have like a west facing window, so a west facing window is going to be like your hottest, brightest light. So in like, you know, the afternoon, evening, you know, that's a great light, at least for where I live over here in Ohio. The west light is the strongest, and the east light is like the more mild. It's bright, but it's more of a milder light. So these two are all planted in, looking wonderful. So let's go ahead and water them in. This only takes a second. I also water down the foliage too, because these plants have been in the screened-in porch all summer, so they're covered in dust and all kind of stuff. So I just water that down. Now take a look at this beauty. She looks so good. Amazing, amazing. So I haven't quite chosen which spot I'm gonna put her in yet, but I think I might put her in the office and hang her, or I might put her upstairs in our little plant nook and just have her sitting on a table. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any Hoya questions, and I'll be happy to answer them.